What the fuck? It shows me I'm live, and when I go to it myself, it shows I'm not live. So which is it? No. This is kind of weird. I guess maybe it's because I'm looking at my account through my account, and that's, I don't, so am I not live? Okay, there it is. Now I'm live. I guess maybe I should have done that for the first one. Hey, Lyle. Hi, baby. I'm wearing a two-piece. Um, oh, I hear myself. I was like, who's that talking? It's because I'm playing it on my TV. Hi, June. Um, man, I just don't know how I feel about this. What grade? God damn it. In store or thing. Email label, but then it would need printed out. Well, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess I'm not taking them back to Arnold, though. That's on you. Sorry, soon to be ex-husband texting. Yes, Junior. So anyway, I have a two-piece. Oh my god, I love you too. I love you too, baby. This cat loves me right now. He wants me to pet him. God, it's fucking hot in here. I am burning up. I gotta pee too. So I have a two-piece on, and I'm just wanting to go work on my pool. I gotta refill it and shit. But I'm gonna be getting all wet and wetty. Um, so of course I'm gonna wear a swimsuit because I'm gonna be spraying shit and scrubbing my pool, and I'm gonna get drenched. Yeah, I want to be in the air. Well, I'm in the air conditioner. And it's fucking hot. You know what my electric bill was this month with the past due balance, which I still don't get the past due balance, but whatever. Um, what was the total of it? 400 and something. I gotta do 200 just to make a payment arrangement. It's like, and I'm sweating balls in this air conditioner. So what am I paying for? Paying 15.6 cents a fucking kilowatt. That's what. God damn. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so I'm gonna be. Oh God, I gotta go get bug spray. I'm gonna be out there working, and it's gonna be hot and yada. And so I want to be in my swimsuit, and I've got my two piece because that will be the one that keeps me temperature-wise the coolest. But I have body confidence issues. Maybe get in the swimming pool naked, you'll get caught off. Caught off what? Oh, cooled off. Man, I ain't getting in my pool naked. There ain't no water in it at the moment. I gotta go refill it. But like, I wanna just wear the two piece and then wear a pair of shorts over it to like be working in my pool. And then when I need to, I'll take my shorts off and I have my swimsuit shorts on. But like, I have an issue showing my stomach. Like, so I've got to run Dollar General, right? God, I'm not gonna be able to wear this two piece. It's a turtleneck two piece. And I'm sweating in that. But I got to run Dollar General, so I'm like, I have to wear overalls. I have to cover my stomach. But then I'm like, no, I shouldn't have body shame. I shouldn't body shame myself. Have, I should have self confidence in my body, and I don't. So, oh, God, I got my phone. So, like, I won't, I can't. And I've lost so much weight too, and I still can't do it. I don't mind if the sun shows, but like, I can't go any. And I'm kind of toned right there too, but I just can't. I'll never get past that. And I didn't used to be like that. Hey, Sam Gloves, our glove friend is here. But yeah, I didn't used to be like that. I love this suit though. It's cute. I wear little boy shorts, but I just can't. Yeah, see the stretch marks and all that in the flabby flab because I've had two kids and I was fat. There's something on my tongue. I don't care about that. I really like those backless ones, but my lordosis is so bad, it always looks like I have rolls there. Even if I lose all my weight right here, it won't matter because my back is so, look how swayed that is. When I bend over, it doesn't even arch. So it always looks like I have rolls in the back. Sarah, what gloves do you have at home? None at the moment. Still none. I'm working on it. All right, I gotta change. I'm hot. I gotta change out of this. Look. I'm literally dripping sweat. It is a hot flash. I don't know, but I'm not wearing this at the moment. I guess to go Dollar General, I'm gonna just put on my white tank top under this or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm stuck in this top. It's really hard to get off and on. That's what I don't like about it. Ugh. I'm out. Whew. I'm, ex- I'm exhausted. I got stuck in the top. Aw, thank you. That's my swimsuit top. I'm not beautiful though, but thank you guys for saying that. I appreciate it. God, hearing myself talking on live stream is weird. I got the TV set up, right? So I got it. Wait. Oh, for a second there, I thought you were a mod. I was like, wait, what? I got my TV set up suspended from my ceiling. I like it where it's at. Because to put it on the far wall back there, I wouldn't be able to see it. I really like, it looks kind of retarded at the moment. Oh yeah, that's me. I always look retarded. There it is though. But I like it that way. I don't like that the wires are showing and whatnot, but whatever. I'm hot. Guns and Gears. Oh, thanks, Guns and Gears. I appreciate that too. And see, it's easy though. It's easy for people to be like, you look good and have confidence. Like, believe it or not, I do have confidence in myself to some extent, in some aspects of my life, like the words I say, the things I do, regarding like decisions I make to an extent. Mostly in the words I say and the statements I make and the words I choose to use. I tend to have confidence, maybe too much confidence in myself there, but other aspects I don't have confidence. I just don't. I used to. I used to have confidence in my looks. Never my nose, but in my looks, I had confidence until I got fat. Every once in a while, I'll still have a little self-confidence, body-wise, but and the one thing I like about the millennials, like I call millennials anyone who was born after 2000. So like my oldest, gonna be 26. Like I consider him a millennial. Carter, 17 or 14, a millennial. Oh, Simpson, God love you. I appreciate those kind words. Thank you. I don't see myself like that. I wish I saw myself through your eyes. I do. I do. I wish I could. And I often think about that, like, because I have a lot of resentment towards Greg, the soon-to-be ex-husband, because I feel like he is a lot of the reason that my self-confidence was knocked down. But then also, I'm an adult. I'm away from him. I have the resources and ability to take control of that and regain my self-confidence. I'm just not good at it, I guess. I don't know. So I can't, as much as I hate him and as much as I feel like it's accurate to say that he's what got me to the point where I'm at, because I was vulnerable from the get-go. I already had low self-esteem, and I truly believe he recognized and preyed upon that. Nonetheless, I can't blame him fully, because I am a big girl and I can make decisions for myself, and I got away from him, and now I gotta, I can build up my confidence. I just not doing it, not for lack of trying. I don't know. Sorry, I kind of went somewhere with that. But yeah, the millennials, one wonderful thing that they have done, I know that they've changed words and meanings of words. They've made the word they become a singular meaning word. What is that? A singular pronoun? Is that the right? Whereas they has always before that meant multiple. It's been a multiple meaning, like, they as in more than one. So the millennials have definitely changed grammar in the English language as we know it. They've made great strides of making the alphabet people, the LGBTQ, LMNOPs, accepted in society, both legally and from a societal aspect, which is amazing. That's great. They've done some really fucked up shit, though, like safe spaces in war in the army. There's no safe space in war, but okay. But one thing I think is great that they've done too is they don't tolerate body shaming. They don't tolerate fat shaming. They don't which I do think that's going to end up being detrimental to an extent, because if you're overweight, the vast majority of people that are overweight or in the obese, morbid obese categories are not healthy. People say, oh, well, I'm healthy. I'm overweight, but I'm healthy. How healthy are you? I used that excuse for a long time. Yeah, I'm overweight, but I'm healthy. No, I wasn't healthy. I thought I was. For a long time there, I convinced myself I was, but I wasn't. The damage to my heart is proof of that. Um, so I think it's a little detrimental to the extent of like, I think there's a lot of millennials out there that are overweight and not healthy, but they have either been told they are or have convinced themselves they are. And I'm not saying we shame them into better health. I'm just saying I think the acceptance of no criticism of body weight or size, I think we got to be critical for health reasons. But other than that, I love that big girls can wear bikinis to the beach and not have somebody come over to them and tell them they need to cover up. I think that's okay. I mean, if you're unhealthy and obese and you want to wear a two-piece, I say more power to you. I don't give a fuck. Some of it I don't, I feel weird watching like Justine Schaefer when she's half dressed. I get cringy and uncomfortable, but I mean, ultimately that's a me problem. So I see people at the lake and out in pools and stuff that are bigger than me wearing much less than I do. And I tell myself, like, see, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's going to come tell me to cover up. Nobody's going to well, people might give you the side eye, but really nobody's going to, jaw down staring like they would have 20 years ago. Nobody's going to come up to me and say, Sarah, you're 45. You need to cover up, because it's just not socially acceptable to do that anymore. But the fear of that takes over me. Who? Okay, sorry, let me grab chat. What's up? DBSH, happy Friday, TGIF, baby. So, oh my God, Dashin, I've been talking about you. I'm like, where's Dashin been? What's Dashin been up to? What? And I was saying the other day, I was telling Simpson, and who else was up there, Simpson? I was telling, hey, Angela, that I was telling other people. I was telling you and somebody else, I think it was you, yeah, and somebody else on the panel. I was talking about Dashin, I didn't know what, because Dashin, you're just on live. And I was talking about Dashin, and you and I think it was Jake, said that you guys didn't know who that was. And I was telling you, and I was like, if you need your birth chart or astrology or anything like that, read, or like you have a love interest and you know their birth information, like Dashin will break down the type of person they are astrology-wise and their birth chart, and like give you all this insight to them and give you insight you didn't know about yourself. I was like, you gotta check him out. He knows what he is doing. Love Dashin. Love you, Dashin. It is inappropriate to fat shame people, and Carter gives me shit because anytime I'll just say like, hey, close the blinds, and he'll be like, are you fat shaming me? Like, he just says it just to fucking say it. Like, seriously, I can say something that has nothing to do with anything about him body-wise. Like, seriously, like, flush the toilet. Are you fat shaming me? Because that's we communicate weird. We move weird around each other. It's just our way of joking. But that's what he always defaults to. And I always say back, like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm fat shaming, or like, yeah, closing the blinds is totally fat shaming. Or I'll be like, you're fat shaming me. This is elder abuse. Like, that's just, like I said, we move weird around each other. But we communicate oddly. But he always defaults to that just because it's a comical thing. But the thing is, like, with him, he's a big boy. And I didn't think genetically he was set up to be that way, but now seeing his dad seeing my stepchildren as adults, he's definitely genetically set up like that from that side. And on my side, I was always a skinny person until I had kids. But the ladies on both sides of my family are big bone. We are curvy bitches. We will always, like, even now, I'm down to a size, like, 8. I can fit in an 8. I fit more comfortably in a 9, and that's simply because I have hips. I will never be in a 5. I have hips. Never. My hips are 2. They're not 5s. I live next to a cat-killing sex offender. But, that was just an example. I'll be like, or I'll say, Carter, go lock the front door. And he'll be like, are you fat shaming me? Like, what? Like I said, we're just weird like that. But when I do try to get on him for his weight, which is unhealthy, I don't care how he looks. I love him. I'll love him at any size. He's my child. That's my job. I could not I could not love him conditionally. I can only love him unconditionally. That's the only love for him I know. So, you know, what he weighs truly doesn't affect my love for him. Um, it does affect the way mean kids are at school. He is funny. He's like me though. We have a dark sense of humor, and some people don't get it, and that can be problematic for both of us. But nah, we work around it. We try to. Um, but his size doesn't matter to me. But it does not from that aspect, not from a cosmetic aspect, but it does matter to mean kids at school that still do that shit. And I think I get people come for me for this, right? So they come at me for this, probably rightfully so. I do think a little bullying is good for kids. Not extreme bullying by any means, but I feel like a little bullying toughens them up. I don't believe in participation trophies. I think the world is rough. The streets are mean, and if we are sending out our children coddled with safe places everywhere they turn, I guess eventually everything will become a safe place and we won't have to worry about it. But until then, the streets are still mean. People still fucking suck. And if we don't teach them to be tough skinned to an extent, I think we're doing them a disservice. But I don't think body shaming is acceptable. That I don't. I know when I was a kid, though, if somebody had a weight problem, they would be body shamed into, losing weight. That was some people's philosophy. Keep at them, keep calling them a fatso, keep telling them they're a fatty, because that'll motivate them to gain weight or lose weight. Which I know people that happened to, and that didn't motivate them to lose weight. It motivated them to start drinking and doing drugs, no doubt. So I don't think it should be relentless like that. Like with Carter, I've started eating more healthy, so I try to get him to, I try to get shit like there's a box of ding dongs in the fucking kitchen, and I hate that because his dad ordered them. And instead, for sweets, I try to substitute those with fruits, raw fruits, because you're getting that sweet tooth. And he eats because he's bored. So I try to have healthier options. I try to get him to not do that, but I can't. I'm not a helicopter parent. I'm not going to sit and look over his shoulder all the time and be like, don't eat because you're bored. Don't do that. So I try to just have better options. Like instead of potato chips, I have sun chips, which, yeah, they're potato chips, but, or we don't have white bread. We'll have wheat bread. So I try to do that with him, but I try to remind him something my cousin told me. If it's building up in your stomach, if you've got fat, noticeable fat layers on your stomach, if it's building up there, it's building up here in your heart. Sorry, I'm pointing to my heart, my stomach. So, and that's true. If it is, if you've got rolls of fat on your stomach, if it's building up there, it's building up in your heart too. I don't want him to have a heart attack at 30. If he doesn't change his lifestyle, get more active, and eat better, he will. And I don't want that for him. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for him. With him is a different situation. I hate that he's 14. I'm going to have to be the mean guy. Because being a single parent, for the most part, I'm tired of being the bad guy. Really. Because even if his dad is the bad guy, I'm the one that has to enforce it. So I'm the fucking bad guy. And you just get tired of being the bad guy after 14 years. Not to mention I had to be the bad guy with DJ for a long time too. Tired of being the fucking bad guy, but I'm going to have to be the bad guy for his health. I'm going to have to be the bad guy and snatch away his Switch and his phone for a while. Like, I hate that though. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to tell him and have him fully comprehend, like, you need to come outside, you need to be active. You need this for your health. Like, and I want him to comprehend it and understand it and want to do it. But I can want in one hand and wish in the other. I mean, I'm dealing with a teenager, for Christ's sake. The amount of teenage angst built up in his testosterone-filled body is insane. I do not miss going through puberty. Let me tell you that. Not that going through menopause is much different. or perimenopause, whatever the fuck this shit is. Okay, but anyway, so in theory, I should be able to be in my backyard working on my pool. I have a privacy fence. The only people that would really see me are one of the neighbor kids coming back to see if they can jump on the trampoline or play in the pool or borrow something to fix a bike or have me fix their bike. I fix a lot of the neighborhood kids' bikes. It's kind of weird, but not weird. If it was anyone else, I would be like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but since it's me, it's not weird, I guess. But for real, I mean, a lot of these parents around here are single parents too, and single moms, and they don't necessarily know how to put on and remove training wheels, and they are too busy to try to tackle that new skill. So, like, anyway, though, the gist of it is, anyone that would see me would be neighborhood kids. And they're not gonna, they're either gonna be extremely blunt, or they're younger, so they're in a different mindset than when I was that age. They don't know a world with the amount of fat shaming that, those of us that are watching that are my age in their late 30s, early 40s. Y'all know what I'm talking about, whereas they don't. And that's great, though. That's great. That's great for that, in that context of it. So I shouldn't worry. The only other adult that would see me would be Timmy, and he's seen me in a two-piece before anyway, so who the fuck cares? I mean, hell, we went on a cruise and shared a cabin together, not romantically, just as friends. So, I mean, he's seen me in my underwear. Like, he don't give a fuck. And I don't care if he sees me in a two-piece. Like, so he's not going to judge. If he does judge, he doesn't say anything about it. I think any other adult that might see me would not outwardly judge or audibly judge. But I can't seem to build up that confidence. I can't seem to get over it. And I've tried manifesting it, I've tried faking it till I make it, I've tried doing subliminal and subconscious messages, writing things in places that I see it, even if I don't say it or repeat it or acknowledge it, that I'm looking at it and reading it, I see it subconsciously. That usually works. It's not working. It's getting a little better, but it's not. I just feel a deep-seated hatred of how I look. And I don't know how to get past that. And I feel a deep-seated, yes, Junior? I feel a deep-seated, like, that's what I'm looking for. I know I always say I don't give a fuck what other people think. I don't give a fuck, but I do. I don't want to be perceived a certain way. And I'll just be blunt, and maybe this is hypocritical of me, or I'm contradicting myself, but I'll just be straight with it. If y'all have seen Justine Schaefer on YouTube, that's how I feel like I look, and that's how I feel like people perceive me when it comes to a body aspect and perception. And I don't know how to move past that, because I know how she's perceived. I know how I perceive her. Hell, I'm not going to pretend like I'm a perfect person and that I don't judge people. We all judge people. It's a survival instinct. It's what you do with the information that you're judging people on. It's what you do with that judgment, how you react to it, and how much time you spend judging that person. We all judge. Like I said, survival, primitive instinct in our DNA. It's what's kept us alive this long. We all judge. It's how you deal with said judgments, and what you're judging is the important thing. And so, I judge Justine. I do. I judge her, and I wish I had her self-confidence, but also her presentation of her body is weird, in my opinion, and I'm afraid that's how I look, and that's how people perceive me. And I don't want that. I don't want to be perceived the way I perceive Justine. I don't want to be perceived by other people the way I perceive myself. I don't know how to fix that. My methods for trying have failed. And I don't know what type of therapy, what type of counseling, what type of cognitive resetting I need to make that change. Because I thought when I lost the weight, it would just kind of, as I lose the weight, I would gain the self-confidence, but That's not. I should have known that because it didn't happen the first time like that when I lost all this weight. Um, so why would it happen the second time? I don't know. Let me catch up on chat. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of rambling and looking off into the corner of my room as I was rambling. I guess technically, I guess I was disassociating or whatever. I don't know if that's the case. That's what my friend Tanya always says when I just kind of stare off when I'm talking and I'm disassociating. Or if I'm listening to somebody and I'm stuck in a stare like at nothing. She's like, "What? You're disassociating?" I'm like, "No, I'm listening. My eyes are just tired and I'm fucking lazy and I don't want to move them because they are comfortable. I'm totally present. I just, you know." Okay, so sorry, I was not looking at chat. I was stuck in a stare, zoned out elsewhere. Eagle, is your name Wes? Is that you? I don't know. I know. No, I don't. Do I know you, Eagle? I know I've had this conversation with you previously, and I've gone and stalked your channel, but I was still confused. Now I don't remember. God damn it, fucking. You know what else I can't fix? My fucking brain. Because I'm retarded and I have a TBI and I can't remember anything. I use that as such an excuse, but it is an excuse and an explanation. Um, though I feel like I've been leaning on this, I have a TBI too much because though I do, that's factual, and it does affect my memory. I need to take a more aggressive. I need to take a more aggressive stance with it and say, I do have this injury. It does affect me, but I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it continuously increasing the effect of me increase. I'm not going to let it get worse. It ain't going to affect me no more than it already does, or something like that. I feel like I need to take a more aggressive stance with it. Maybe I can delay some memory issues, or I don't know, improve myself elsewhere. I don't know. Tell me why my midlife crisis has resulted in a existential a what's the word I'm looking for? As fuck. Not a self-existential crisis. Existential. Why has my midlife crisis caused me to focus on myself almost exclusively? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I gotta pee. I'm gonna catch up on chat while I pee. Sorry, I don't think you want to hear me pee. Maybe Kayak does. Kayak probably does, but no, I'm not gonna pee on live stream. Not audibly. Since I think you're right on the thing where you said they'll respect me and love me more for being tough. The thing is, though, and I agree with that. I agree with that, and I hope that's true. But man, with Carter, I just don't know. I've with DJ, his dad was mostly absent until he wasn't. But then when DJ went to live with him during the school year and me in the summer, his dad wasn't actively against me, not until the end. But by then, DJ was 18, or he was turning 18. So his formative years, his dad, for the most part, was absent. As with Carter, but his dad was, he would micromanage like he does now, but from a distance because he's a trucker, but still. But he's still there to influence. So I think with Carter, I feel like Carter has some. I think he's easily influenceable to an extent because of his tism. I've also never had anyone actively working so hard against me and doing so. I've never had anyone work so hard against me before in my life, really, for this long. But the fact that he does so incognito is he's a whole different monster. So I would like to say that'll happen with Carter. I don't know that it will. I think that's why I hesitate. I think that's why I hesitate with that with him, if that makes sense. He's the type, I feel like he's the type that he'll be mad, he'll hold a grudge, and his dad will reinforce the holding of that grudge. And so it'll always be a weird slice of resentment type thing. That probably doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. But no, I really hope that's the case. I really hope he sees it. If he doesn't see it now, he sees it later in life, like DJ has, and like I did with my parents. I really do. I just don't know that that's going to be the case with him. I just really don't. Um, that's with Carter. There's always a new route to navigate when it comes to life and his uh, the way he moves within it, and the way I move with him, moving with it. That's okay though. I enjoy a challenge. Never too old to learn new things. Though it's harder to learn new things at an older age. That's okay. I like a challenge. Sometimes. All the time. I have to. I'm his mom. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm having this pep talk with myself, I think. No, you're not fat, you're beautiful, and I wish you were my wife. No, dude, I am a horrible. Thank you for saying that. I'm obviously my marriage failed. My marriage was failed before we even picked the wedding date. I am not joking. It has been failed from the get go. I should have never got married, but obviously, I am not a good wife. I'm not a good wife. I don't have a boyfriend for good reason. I am a shitty girlfriend. I am a shitty fiance. You do not want me for a wife. I am not a good wife. I will cheat. No, I don't know that I would cheat, but I have in the past a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It turns out I'm just not about monogamy. I am, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. Um, Trust me, trust and believe. You do not want me as a wife. I am not domestic. I'm a shit person. I'm not good at being a wife. I am not good at it. Um, you need me to fix your Volkswagen. I'm your girl. You want me to be you want to have a meaningful marriage and have me be your spouse? Nope. I'm not cut out for that. It's half the reason I stay single. Not that anyone wants to be with me to begin with, but I'm laughing at that. Because, like, who the fuck? Guys stay single because no one wants to be with my ass. No, but another reason I stay single is I'm not out to fuck anyone over and fuck them up. And I think people, if they want to be married and have a good, happy marriage with a spouse and have a meaningful relationship with said spouse, they should have that. Far be it from me to deny them or keep them from it. I definitely would not want to give them a shit experience. That's one of the reasons I get lonely as fuck, but I don't go out looking for nothing. I don't want to. I don't want to ruin that illusion of happily ever after for them. So that is that. What size are these? These are a 9 shorts. I am putting them on. These are the ones I wore when I lost a shit ton of weight back when I went on the cruise with Timmy, and I was like, the zipper is broke on these. I forgot about that. But these are what I consider my skinny jeans shorts. I can button them. I could zip them if the zipper was not broke. The zipper is broke. That is real. Are we wanting to look at it? I don't know. We're going to look at them. See, I still got that little, I'm old and I've had kids. So there. But see, the zipper's broke. There it is right there. It came off its track and I can't get it back on. But, I don't know. Like that. Just work out in the backyard, it'll be fine. But that's kind of, these are my size 9s. Yep. As my mom says, I need to be wearing longer shorts. I am no spring chicken. Buck, motherfucker. Valerie, are you feeling better? You'll never get past it. You just have to keep reminding yourself it's not real, and it's just the body just more. Huh? Man, I don't know though. I don't know if that's the case. I think it used to be definitely when there was a while there, up until semi-recently, where I really felt that when I had DJ, something happened. Some ultra, not ultra, some paranormal or just weird alternate universe situation happened where I switched bodies with somebody. It was like literally that invasion of the body snatchers mental illness type issue. Just not a very severe case of it, but I was diagnosed with it and I can't remember what they called it. But it was essentially the invasion of the body snatchers thing. There's an actual mental disorder where you are convinced that your body is not yours. Mine for good reason, because I had undiagnosed autoimmune and I was screaming it to doctors and they weren't listening. Because literally within a year I went from 100 pounds to 198 and had a baby and everything worked different. Everything was in different places. So it just all kind of happened at once. It was a shock to my psyche and to my physical being. But that lasted a long time. And I think the word dysmorphia wasn't in that diagnosis. That did last for a long time because I was reinforcing the incorrect thoughts within my mind. And so I was condoning the mental illness and letting it go unchecked. But I worked out around that. So I don't think I suffer from it anymore to that extent, but also I think I do a little, but I'm aware that my body is my body. I used to think there was somebody else out there with my body, and I somehow got theirs. I don't, mental illness is real, people. I can't explain why that was a logical thought to me, but it was. I mean, well, the factors of why, but still, even with taking all that into account, I'm a logical person. Why did my brain accept that as logic? I don't know. I don't know. Trauma is real, and how we react to it, I guess, is real. And what we perceive as trauma, and then what we perceive in our conscious state, and what our subconscious, our superego, and our id perceive as traumatic, and how all of those adjust to it are all real and they are all unique, and sometimes inaccurate in regards to the context of their relation to each other. I'm sorry, I'm using way too much verbiage today. My verbiage is extensive and I am overusing words. I'm just going in circles. I apologize. See, I did it again. Fuck! That's usually an indication to me that there is something else going on physically that is causing my brain to need to work in overtime ways that it doesn't want to, because it's dealing with something I'm not aware of physically and it's dealing with something mentally. So I do apologize for the rambling and over verbiage. I don't know how long that's been going on, but I'm just now seeing it for this episodic moment. And yeah.
What?
Thank you for tolerating that. I'm talking to my live stream people. What's up? Okay, I gotta run to Dollar General and get bug spray because I gotta start working in the pool and I get tore up out there. Do you need anything from the DG? From the Dollar General?
Bigger shoes.
Yes, I'm aware.
Smaller
So have you
feet.
talked to your father about your shoes? Did he tell you? I'm supposed to look for
I
instructions.
said they were kind of small for a 10.
You need to put triple antibiotic on that spot, Carter. It looks like it's starting to
I
try
don't know
to...
where it went. You had it last, I think.
Carter, I gave it to you last. I told you to put it on.
Okay, no, it's okay. Hold on.
Okay, because it looks like it's trying to be infected. Trust me, it's not what you want. Well, you don't want
I
infection,
need
but...
either bigger shoes or smaller feet.
Okay, so with your shoes, I need you to make sure they do not go onto the floor. I'm not risking the dog having any kind of issue or territorial moment with them.
Okay, Mom.
And his urine, because then they are not returnable. I know. They've just got to stay on surfaces that are not the floor at this point. I'm not taking that risk. They are expensive. I'm not paying your dad for them. Okay, next.
Some for dinner, I guess, unless you want to make that pizza.
I've got to run to town, so I was going to get some work done in the backyard and then run to town and grab something while I'm in town. If that's cool, because I got to pick up my medicine anyway.
You swear?
Yeah. I swear.
Do you have to go to town to return those to a store or whatever?
No, I got to go to town to get CVS and get my Zepbound and my Voltaren stuff. Something. Medication of some kind. I know my Zepbound, that's due like today, late tonight, tomorrow. So let me get an hour or two done in the pool if that's cool. Because, yeah, it's only 5 o'clock. I mean, we eat dinner late anyway, and there's food here to hold you over until then. Oh, I was going to find you my antibiotic stuff and see. Hold on. Oh, fuck shit. Oh, good thing I came back in here because I need my card. What did I do with my antibiotic load? he burned himself on his stomach. He was making mac and cheese and doing so shirtless, which is fine. It's hot. That's fine. But he picked up the pan and I guess like set it against, like kind of was holding it because it was a big pot of mac and cheese and like a two-handled pot. And I guess he held it against himself or something. He burnt his stomach. And I keep telling him, like, keep it clean, put your plane back. He done lost the antibiotic already. I can't find my antibiotic lotion or cream. God dang it. I'm getting to the point where it's just getting easier to replace things than to constantly look for them because I will spend hours looking for both tubes of antibiotic when it's not cost efficient and effective, but it's sanity effective to just buy a new goddamn tube of it. What is this? Oh God, this is an empty tube of it. Okay, well why isn't this in the trash? I don't know. I know we have an empty tube. Did you use it all? Because I just found an empty tube. Like, where did that come from? And that was weird. That just kind of appeared. Weird. Telling you, there's an alternate universe, a different dimension out there, where all my right-footed shoes are, and now I'm missing antibiotics. Okay, stop what you're doing, please. Because I'm about to run the Imogen style that you're used to. Trash. I will bring home trash bags too, because I know.
Well, I'll be waiting
we're
for
out.
these trash bags.
No, you won't. I will give you
Where
a
am I
trash
supposed to
bag.
throw this stuff
I will
away?
find it. I will give you a bag to use until then.
So you care more about trash but not my health?
No, I have a feeling it's on
Yeah, you do.
Stop.
You do.
Are you fat shaming me?
You don't love me.
I do love you more than you.
That's not a trash
Oh,
bag.
look, you found it. Look at that. Okay. What's your dad want? Feel like taking him to Kohl's and Arnold this weekend and return those and get him some that fit. I'll send you $50. Hey, I need money. If not, put it somewhere. Maybe Katie will. Okay. Yeah, you can send me the
50
money.
is not enough for.
I'll fucking take him to Arnold for $50. No, he's saying he'll give me $50 and put in my gas tank to take you there. Because he knows I would rather have bamboo shoots shoved up my fingernails than go to Arnold. So I appreciate that from him. I hate going to town, much less going into Arnold. God.
So, I'm not sure
Now
if
that I live in the
that.
country, I will never move into the suburban areas ever again.
Why? Are you sure?
Because it's too many
That's
people.
That guy, but I think you're just.
It's too many people in too small of an area. I can't take it. It's
Well,
just too
that's how
much.
life works. Wait, did you
This is
cry
fine.
every day you gotta go to school?
No.
Were
no.
you like, I don't like these people?
I did cry. I will admit, I cried my freshman year when I had to go to the magnet school in the city. I cried. I cried a lot then because I
Why?
hated it. Because there was a lot of reverse racism. It was a horrible long drive, an hour and a half to get there, hour and a half to get back. Because when I would get in trouble at school, it would be because I was white, not because I mouthed off or something.
You're racist.
So that was an issue. It was far away. None of my friends. I didn't know anyone at that school. I met people and became friends, but I just hated it. I had to catch the bus at 6:30 in the morning. It was an hour and a half.
That's like 6:30 in the morning. I don't want to hear.
Yeah, I know, but it was an hour and a half to
I
get to
don't-
school, an hour and a half back. We wouldn't get home till like 5 in the evening. It was
Okay,
horrible.
the ride from home takes like an hour.
And it was deep in the city, the worst part of St. Louis. I don't know why anyone thought that was a good idea, but we all did until it wasn't.
Don't let Link out, Mom.
Okay, bye. I'll be
Have a
back.
Mountain Dew?
Oh, what? Stop,
Have a
Blinky
Mountain
Lou. No, you cannot have a Mountain Dew.
Dew? May I have?
No, you may not. I'll bring you back something that's not that.
Yeah, I can.
Ah,
What
will
about one of them Coca-Cola things?
Negative. I'll bring you back something without caffeine and lower calories. Sorry, I tend to forget that I'm sitting there talking to my kid and I'm still live streaming. I apologize. That's how we move around each other, I guess. There you go. I gotta report his dad. What the fuck is this? Is this gonna piss me off? It says Missouri Department of Social Services, Department of Social Services, Mental Health Net Division. Are they cutting my Medicaid or something? It says immediate attention required. I have a feeling I'm about ready to have an anxiety attack. I hope it's just some run-of-the-mill fuck shit and some, paperwork they give you. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting nervous. It's time for Mo HealthNet annual open enrollment. If you change your health plan, you'll receive a letter with the effective date of the new health plan. Oh, okay. So they're letting me know I can change my. No, I'm happy with my plan for the most part. As happy as I'll ever be with an insurance plan. Thank you. Not that I'll ever be truly happy with a health insurance plan because I won't, because they don't offer universal care. So, oh fuck! I forgot my vape. Seriously? No, it's in my back pocket. Okay, it's hot. Phew. 98 degrees. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Fuck, I'm way behind. I don't know this person. Who? What person? No. I was watching her earlier and thinking the exact thing. I look like that, but I know I don't. Mental illness, so you don't look like who? Justine? You do not look like Justine. Dear Jesus, you're beautiful inside and out. Justine is ugly inside and out. You are if there was an opposite for Justine Schaefer, it would be you. You are not her in any way, shape, or form. I don't think you could be her if you tried, my friend. Okay, sorry. Yes, Eagle is west. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, where did it go? Stop retracting your shit. There's Kayak. Told you he'd want to hear me pee. See? Yeah, don't mute. What the fuck? Told you. I can always be wrong. The majority of us former fatties with food body issues will always see ourselves as fat. That's the thing. It was kind of weird, like reversed for me, because I got fat so quick. It was like I was still seeing myself as skinny, which was making me look better because I would dress like I was still skinny. Like it was for a while there, weird reverse dysmorphia type thing. I don't know how to explain it, or I truly don't understand it myself, much less am able to explain it. It was weird though. I'd let you hear me. I've heard you pee, Kayak. I'm good, thank you. Since in you guys are great. I love your positive enforcement there. I appreciate that. Do not need caffeine too. That's what I'm going to get, amongst other things. Am I here? You are here. Are you there? I don't know. Are you going to be here? Are you going to be there? Do you want to be? How can I help you get to where you want to be? Oh, 45 foot, that sounds good. It's pouring rain though. Oh. Yeah, we had that yesterday and this morning. Shut up. Fried okra. Stop. I love okra. I love pickled okra too. I just love okra. It can be fried, it can be pickled, but if it's from Church's Chicken, it's the motherfucking best. Oh, a virgin pina colada. You know, I'll be honest. I'm sorry. What sounds good is a hard pina colada, but I'll take a virgin one. I had a pina colada flavored popsicle yesterday. It was really good. You know what sounds really good is the Twilight frozen confection drink from Carnival Cruise, and I think I found the recipe for it. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my mobile data. Hi, I'm stupid. I love green beans. You know what else sounds good right now? Oh yeah. Beer. Kayak. Are you not still drunk from last night? Oh wow. Beer. Bush Light. If you were there, you give Carter a half Red Bull, half Mountain Dew? You probably would. No. I really, up until recently, really just up until a couple of years ago, he would not, he didn't drink soda because he hadn't been exposed to it. He would ask for sparkling water, flavored water. It kind of progressed into that part of it. But then he got hold of a soda, and now he's fully addicted, and I'm trying to break him of it. I do know that when he first, I don't know if somebody gave him a soda, if he just took one of mine. I don't know what the situation was, but when he first got fully addicted like that, he was hiding them in his room and hiding them from me and buying them at school and stuff. And I know that played not a huge part, but a part in his weight gain. Like he gained it. because he was just like gorging on sodas. It was insane. Like I found one time I was counting them when I found the big stash of them in his room. We were switching his rooms, and I found the stash of empty soda cans, 162. And when I confronted him, I'm like, when did this start? He was like finding drugs under his bed or something. Those soda cans in a closet, and he gave me the date because he remembered the date. I can't remember when it was, but I calculated up. It was only like within 3 months. He had like 162 soda cans that he'd been hiding. Not to mention the ones he threw away that he managed to get out of the house with me seeing, and the ones he had at school. You know, like he was drinking soda at school because they had a soda machine. It was crazy. So every once in a while now I'm like, fine, you know, and I hate it, but so I'm trying to switch over to 0-calorie soda. You know, like, God, Pepsi Zero is so gross. What the fuck? Did I have something on my back of my car? I just made a hard turn and heard stuff tumble around somewhere. What the fuck? Brain, we're gonna work today. So I'm trying to switch over to that. I don't think I ever will be. I know I would lose more weight too if I got off soda. I've tried that. I was off caffeinated beverages and carbonated beverages to boot for over 8 months once, but then I gave in because I need caffeine. I don't know what happened, but I fucked up. I had a theory though that if I drank less carbonation and allowed less air like that into my body, it would help with my joint pain because I was desperate to not be in pain. That theory didn't work. So, but in my mind, it was a plausible scientific theory. But no, that didn't work. And it was a weird time. I didn't have any weight loss either from not drinking carbonated drinks. I did drink caffeinated drinks, but not carbonated. You know, I got off the soda. So like the sugars, I was drinking tea. I like a good brisk tea. I don't always like sweet tea, so it's not, you know, the sugars. I was staying away from them too, and it was weird. It was weird that I didn't see the weight loss I thought I'd see. Hold on, I gotta put money on my card. Oh, one moment. I will return. I just gotta go with my Cash App real quick. Yo, Mama's Cash App. Hey, come on, damn it. I was just looking at my money that I'm putting over, and it's like, God damn it, I really can't afford bug spray at this point, but I need it. I really can't afford to fill my pool, but I'm just gonna have to work for Timmy. Oh, God, it's gonna be hot too. It's gonna be like super hot this month, they said. I know. That's alright. The air conditioner in the unit I'll be working on, or in the trailer I'll be working on, is working now, so that's okay. I just know I'm gonna be in there fucking working my ass off. And I have to do it during daylight hours. I hate that. When I have to clean out our trailers, I can do that at night. And I like it that way, so I'm not interrupted and I don't have to deal with people and things. But this will be rehabbing, so I have to do that during business hours, and I hate that. Yes, you did pass out, Kyle. Why do I love you? I don't know. I love you. I was reading that comment. I thought it said, oh, he is gay, so if he cuts out soda and his lose weight guaranteed. I thought it said gay, not guy. I'm like, wait. I thought, for a second there, I don't know. Never mind. I'm retarded. Hi, I'm retarded. I can't even. I'm so stupid. Oh my God. I don't even want to share where my brain went, just because it's funny, but no, the retardation of me is just too much today. It's too much. What am I here for? Bug spray. And something else. What else was I getting? Bug spray and something else. something for Carter to drink, but something else. I can't. Damn it! I need to start making a list, but then I'll lose it. I'll set it down and forget where I put it. 2 for $8. That's a good deal, right? Yeah, 2 for $8. I'm gonna do 2 for $8. How many ounces is that? How many ounces is that? Oh yeah, we're going with this one. I think. Yeah. Oh, I need sunscreen too. That sucks. I don't want sunscreen. I don't want to buy it, but I need it. No, I don't. I have some at home somewhere. I'm fine. Oh, shit. Fucking damn. I have my name somewhere. Oh, I got a wedgie. I don't want to pour it because there's people around. Okay. Excuse me. Can't find what I'm looking for. I'll find it. I don't know. Sure. What is this? How the fuck? Okay. What is this? 90s Big Chocolate Punch. The cream soda deal is gross. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't know what I want. Yes. Buy a machine I can't afford. Okay, there's the coast. I can't. Can't remember what else I needed. Oh, I was gonna be tripping about it, but he found it, so I don't need that. I want chocolate. Ouch, back hurts. I know, I think their little beepy thing isn't working. I don't know. Should be dinging them. There it is. Not allowed to have a break ever.
Not allowed to finish using
Is
the
it?
bathroom.
Are you the only one here?
Yep.
Where is it? Really?
Alright. This is why I had a do not touch sign here.
Yeah, no, I touched it. Where's Teresa or what's her name?
Not here.
What the heck?
I have been alone going on 3 hours now.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, man. I'd be calling up Teresa and telling her to get somebody up here.
Apparently she's already tried.
Oh, really? Well, she needs to come up then. That's the joy of being manager.
What she really needs to do is get off her butt and start hiring more people.
That too.
It's been a while since I've gotten any calls, but there have been people calling trying to check in with applications.
Huh.
And I haven't seen any names on the roster.
Oh, that sucks, man. Well, I hope your day gets better. Just one back. See you later. Sorry. Oh, there's Jordan and there's Dad. Hey, I know you. Okay, I'm going out. Working on the pool. Oh my God. Sorry, it was there was no cashier, and so I kept holding the little thingy that dings them, and I thought maybe it wasn't working. So hold on. James was in there. The other maintenance guy's there for cute. So he's the one at Howard Hello. His daughter is manager for Dollar General. She used to be at this one. I don't know why she moved to a store an hour away. She wanted to, but I told her no. Trust me, you may want to, but after a while you would sick of that commute. Like, why not manage the store that is within walking distance of your house? But whatever. So he was hollering, and then Garrick, he lives in Trailerhood too. He's one of the kids from Trailerhood. He was the one working. He's working alone. Like, I don't know who's supposed to be in here. It's usually, what's her name? I can't think of her name. The real Southern Belle type lady. She's really nice. She's usually working until... Her and Magenta are usually working at... No, Magenta usually closes, but a closing manager should be there. So I don't know where Magenta is. She worked last night, so maybe she has a day off. But the other chick, she's the closing manager. I don't know where she is. The Southern Belle one, even though they had her working manager shifts during the day, which is weird because Teresa's there too, and she's the main manager. I don't know. Something's fucked up there with their staff. And a year ago or so, it was staffed great. I loved my Dollar General girls. That's my dirty floor. I gotta clean up my car. I've been keeping this car really clean. Most unkept it's been, and it's making me nuts. But I love my Dollar General girl, but none of them like Teresa, the main manager, the store manager. I can see why. She can be abrasive. Her and I used to hate each other. Now she's asking me to come work for her. Like, that's not gonna happen. I'm not going back to the rat race. Sure as fuck not that rat race. Unless I completely have to. But anyway, they all went to the Peabody store. Like, they all left, except for the one that can't get transferred because Teresa refused to transfer. I think Teresa might be a district too, or a regional manager too. I feel like she is. I feel like she's an in-store and a regional, or district, and a regional. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know if they even do management structure the way they used to when I used to work there. But I feel sorry for Garrett because he's a young kid first and foremost. I mean, he may be right out of high school, maybe if not like junior or senior year. But regardless, this is his first job that I know of. Pretty sure it's his first job ever, and he's good at it. He's got a little autism, but he's good at his job. He's an easy pushover. Like, I could see somebody being like, I'm not coming in today, so you have to work the whole shift by yourself and figure out how to close it. I could see him be like, okay. Like, that could happen. That could be what's going on right now. think he's only third key though, so he can't. Teresa's gonna have to come in and work it tonight. If he's, yeah, he is only third key. I don't think he's management. Well, not assistant. I think he's third key, and third key can't be responsible for store closing and opening unless they changed it. Simply because he doesn't have the access to the computer stuff or the access to the safe that would be needed. So there's that. I don't know. That's one reason I'll never go back into management like that, because in all reality, fucking Teresa should be up there covering. Even if it's just an associate shift, Teresa should be up there covering, because that's what management does. They have to go in when other people don't want to or other people quit. They got to go in. And they got to babysit while they're there. So, I don't want to do that. If it's my day off, fuck you, I ain't coming in. I have worked that rat race for decades. I have come in when I should not have. Things happened while I was working days I was supposed to have off that have affected my life and one of my loved ones negatively, very negatively. And I blame myself for being a pushover, and I also blame fuck the corporation for threatening me the way they did with my job. I wish I would have known at the time that job, I was replaceable and I could find a better job, and fuck that. And I wish anyway, never again will I. Nope. If I'm off, I'm off. I ain't coming in for nobody. Fuck you, fuck them, fuck this corporation, fuck the man. I was watching an interview with a guy who escaped the towers on 9/11, and he was up at Impact, around the Impact area, but he was one of the, 5 people or something managed to get out. He was talking about it, and I was thinking, I even made the comment on the video, because I was thinking about this, don't be a slave to the man, don't be a slave to the rat race. If you work for a corporation, just know, unless you're a CCO, a COO, or a CEO, you are expendable, you are replaceable. They don't give a fuck about you. They really don't. Those people, a lot of people that perished in the World Trade Center in 9/11, they were loyal to their shit-ass corporate jobs. They were fucking loyal, and they shouldn't have been. Because when the buildings are getting hit, they're announcing things like, the building's secure, go back to your desk. The building's secure, go back to your office. Management is telling the employees, if you leave, you're fired. Well, guess what? They fucking stayed loyal. You scared them into staying, and now they're fucking dead, as are you. So I'm just saying, don't be loyal to a corporation that is not loyal or gives a fuck about you. And know that unless you're very high up in your company, or unless you own the company, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You're replaceable. You're expendable. They'd rather fucking fire you 5 years in and hire somebody else at a sign-on rate than keep giving you the money that you are worth for that job that they should pay you. And so fuck corporate everything. Fuck it all. Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck them. Fuck us all in the asshole. Well, not me. And Kayak. Why do you hate me? Why do you love me? Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You're gay. I hear Carter in here doing something. Actually, I don't think it's him singing. I think that's his friend. He has a friend named Kale. Like the plant. Oh no, a C instead of a K. Unique, I get that. Okay. I'm here for that. His little friend reminds me a lot of myself at that age, like just randomly singing and being goofy and stuff. I think that's who I heard. I think he's on speakerphone singing. Who was singing? I heard somebody going, oh! Are you on the phone with Kale? Oh, that's what I thought it was. I want to try this. That's why, hi. That's half the reason I bought it for you, because I want it. It's a 90s Big Trumpet Punch Crush. I don't know if it tastes. What's the 90s taste like? I don't know.
90s? So like when you were
Supposed to be 10.
Or
In 1990, I was 10. So from 10 to my 20th
you were
year.
not 10 in the 90s. You were
I was 10 in 1990. I turned 10.
Minimum.
I turned 10 in 1990.
What's it supposed to taste like? Sweaty, like.
I don't know. It's supposed to taste like the 90s, I guess.
Sweaty home gym workouts.
Weird fluorescent colors and really cheesy sitcoms and tight rolled pants and New Kids on the Block. I don't know. Sweat and regret. Who knows? I gotta get to getting. I gotta get to working outside. I don't know where my galoshes are. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go barefoot for the most part. No, I'm not. Not in the mud. I don't want to wear these shoes in the mud. I could, but I don't want to. Wear my glasses in the mud. Oh, burr. It's a little cold on my inner arms here. Whoa, whoa. That's a little just. Junior! Oh, you're Link. Sorry. Linkilo, what are you doing? Just a little linky guy. Oh, God. I haven't eaten this yet. I'm all hungry. What? Do you like it? What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. I need a bowl. I need a bowl. I want to make this. I want to make this before I go get some work done. Red potatoes, onions, and sweet peppers. It says air fryer. I don't have anything to cook it. Oh, yeah, I can cook it in that in the air fryer. I bet I could. And put the toaster oven on air fry. On air oven fry. I bet you it'll work. I bet you. I'm going to make it happen, Captain. I'll split it with you. You'll probably like it. Or you won't, but I think you will. Where'd you find this stringer at anyway? Okay, let's see what it says. Place frozen vegetables in air fryer in a single layer. Well, they're thawed. Cook 10 minutes on what setting? Just air fryer setting? I don't know what that means. What? Oh, 400. Okay. Alright. 400, 10 minutes, shake it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, shake it like a Polaroid picture. God damn it. Ah! Oh, God. Broke the knife. Okay, I got it. I didn't know what in there. I thought there was going to be... Can I air fry cheesy broccoli? I don't know. Oven. But there's a certain oven. Fan bake. That's what they call it on this thing. 400. Timer. 10. Ah! Got it. All right. Hey, you're stepping on my phone, kitty cat. Is your name Kitty Cat or you my baby kitty? You're my little linky guy. Why do I talk to my animals oddly? Why do I talk to my child weird? Why do I move so weird around everything? Ah, because I'm a motherfucking weirdo, that's why. Because I'm a motherfucking W-I-R-D-O, W-E-I-R-D-O, W-I-E-R-D-O. Because I can't fucking spell for shit. That's why. Yo, mama. Right, it is a giant pile of dung if they say you're like family. I get like you might work for a corporation and the people in your office are like family, you know, like you become close to your coworkers, your peers, but by no means does a corporation give a fuck about their employees. The employees might give a fuck about each other, but overall, stockholders, board members, shareholders, it's the same as stockholders, fucking owners, management, like upper management, don't give a fuck about you. Even lower management don't give a fuck if you're in the trenches. And you know what though? It's sad because their upper management doesn't give a fuck about them, so on and so forth. Right. Big giant pile of stinking, steaming dung. Just think, if people would not have been as loyal to their jobs and saw those corporations for what they were, had they not been threatened by loss of their job and been threatened by the ideal of unemployment, which unemployment wasn't super high in, you know, September 11th, 2001, but it wasn't great. But still, had they not been threatened with that, had it been anywhere else, where in New York, you'd think it'd be easy to find a job because there's so many people, but I think especially within the occupations of the corporations in the World Trade Center area, the buildings in general, there was competition, and I think it was kind of hard to get on, and not for entry level, but I know a lot of people would have had, you know, they would have had to quit and maybe take a demotion per se. But had they been okay with those things, what do you want to bet? At least 200 people would still be alive, or at least not killed from being in there at their desk like they were being told to do, threatened to do, forced to do. The guy who was giving the interview, that was being interviewed. Now, I take this man at face value to an extent. I didn't fact check. I would hope that the entities interviewing and putting out videos with him did their homework. They seem like reliable sources. But keep in mind, a lot of people did not fact check until somebody started fact checking Tanya Head, which that was almost 10 years after the fact, because it was not, it was taboo, it was socially unacceptable. How dare we question the validity of their stories? How dare we? They were in the largest attack on America ever. How dare we question their validity, right? Till somebody said, yeah, okay, I'm a horrible person, but I'm still going to question the validity of this and do my homework. And lo and behold, it was Tanya Head and she was lying. So I still think we have that mindset of how dare we question the validity of their story. Me, I say, I guess I'm a horrible person, but if I doubt it, I'm gonna set out to prove myself wrong and make myself angry for doubting it. But yeah, anyway, so I have yet to fact check. I'm taking these sources at face value. Simply because I feel like I fact checked too much 9/11 shit in my life, and I just can't anymore. Some things I have to walk away from to an extent. So taking this man at face value to an extent. He was going into work and was walking into the buildings when the first plane hit, but they didn't know it was a plane that hit him and his coworker, or people walking in the building with him at the same time, not necessarily coworkers, and they looked around the side of the building and saw these fireballs coming down, so they knew something was going on. And he was in the other building the second building to get hit. I can't remember what order they got hit. But he was in the other one, and he was getting up to the sky elevator type thing or whatever. And so, there was commotion and whatnot from what I gather. I think I'm remembering this right. And he was at his office or saw his superior in the elevator, something like that. And there was a person, either his equal or under him or something like that, that he was wanting to go home. And the supervisor person said, no, we have an operation to run. They were announcing over loudspeaker, building secure, go back to your office. Building secure, go back to your desk. Management was telling employees, go back. It's fine. That's not our building. It's fine. We don't know what happened, but this building's secure. This building's good. We're good. Just because the building next door is up in flames, we're all right. We got people to make happy, whatever. Customers to serve, fucking shareholders to not disturb, whatever. And the female that was with him, his coworker, wanted to go home too. Because he told the supervisor, like, I'm going home. Because the supervisor was like, where are you going? He's like, there's fireballs in the next building. I'm going home. He's like, no, you're not. We have an operation to do. Da, da, da. But the female coworker, he could tell that she needed to leave. Like, he wanted to leave. His spidey sense was tingling. Her spidey sense was super tingling. If the supervisor's wasn't, there was no indication according to this man. He told the coworker, I guess who was under him, I'm assuming, because he said, go home. And the supervisor once again to him said, what are you doing? We have an operation to, we have a company to run. And he was like, I'm running the company, she's going home. He said, I've never talked to anyone like that in my life, the way I said it to him. And he's like, but I did. And it's the best decision I ever made. And they said, best decision of my life I ever made. She lived. And, that's directly correlated. Because of him, she lived. So that's real. So him, the supervisor, and God knows how many other people went into their office. You know why? Because they had an operation to, do. They had a company to run. Stockholders, shareholders can't be disturbed with mutiny or safety. Customers had to be made happy because, customer knows best, and it's your way or the highway, because the customer's always right. Burger King sucks or whatever. I don't know. But had he stuck with his spidey, and so it turns out the plane hits, and it hits, I think, at his level or maybe right above or below Like I said, he was one of the handful of people that supposedly made it out from at impact or above. So I want to say he was at impact or above, maybe just right under one. But he was one of like two people that made it out of that floor. I think it was only him and the other guy. Um, Everyone else perished, whether from the impact, from the fire, or during an escape. Yes, I got Skittles. Hell yes. Um, and I just wonder of his coworkers, because of what time this happened in the day, and when he was coming into work, he didn't indicate being late or anything. So it seems like for his office, his company, that was the time people were coming in. How many people were told by other superiors or that superior, go back to your desk, we've got an operation to do. We've got a company to run. If they would have said, fuck you, how many of them would still be alive? How many of
you got a
them?
problem with it?
I do. How many of them would still be alive? How many of them would have gotten out? How many of them would not have perished at impact or because of the fire or escaping? How many of them would not have become nothing but literal dust because, you know, two major towers collapsed upon them? How many? I don't know. Do I think this guy's story is real? Sure. I was reading the comments and people were like, he adds more to the story. Every time he tells it, his memory just gets better and better. And I'm like, or he's completely bullshitting. But also, after his, him and another man, a coworker, escaped and became like best friends, supposedly. And then he says he became a preacher, though he used the word certified preacher instead of ordained. I found that odd because you get ordained, you don't get certified. I don't know. A few things that made me wonder. I don't know. I feel like a horrible person for wondering, but also it's kind of like the Tanya Head situation. His story is just too much, and then he keeps adding to it. I mean, yeah, I guess your memory trauma is processed differently, so you remember things later on or whatever. But also, I feel like, I don't know. It's like the story of flight. What the fuck flight was that? 73, the one that the passengers took down, that got shot down, but they said the passengers took it down. It's like that story. I kind of feel like it's a story we needed to hear to be resilient, to get back up and dust ourselves off. Like what was it? Flight 93. Let's roll, and they took it down. No, that plane was shot down, and that's sad. It is. They may have had a plan to take it down before it got shot down, but it got shot down. I think they're starting to admit that now. I think there's government officials coming out and saying, yes, that is actually the case. That's why, but that's why we're not releasing this or that, or you're going to find out when we release this and that. That's the story we needed. We needed to believe that we came out ahead in some way. We needed to hear feel-good stories of two coworkers, two strangers escaping and becoming blood brothers and best friends. Yeah, he said that the man stopped. What they were doing is they were escaping, busting through drywall, and he was bleeding. And the man grabbed his hand because that was the first time they saw each other. He was encouraging him to break through this drywall and get over there so they could escape because he found an escape route. He said after he busted through drywall, the man shakes his hand and says his name and stopped what he was doing and said, I grew up in Canada, an only child. I've always wanted a blood brother, and since both their hands were bleeding or something, they were blood brothers now. Like, no, I don't think that's conversation's going to happen when a plane's just hit a building and you're literally about to die. I just don't see that happening. But we needed to think it did. We needed at the time to hear that. We needed to believe it. It was inspiring. It was wholesome. It's what we needed as a country. I don't think that happened, though. At least that part of the story, I don't believe it. Same thing with Flight 93. We needed to hear it. We needed to believe it. We needed it for our psyche, for our mental health, and for our patriotism, just for us to get back up and dust ourselves off. We needed to hear that shit. We needed to believe it. We needed to hear somebody tell us it's real, but don't get it twisted. That plane was shot down. As it should have been. Should have been shot down honestly, it should not have gotten as far as it got. Should have been shut down miles and miles, hundreds of miles prior to that. They were slacking. Sucks that that decision had to be made. Really. It sucks that that plane had to be hijacked. It sucks that those people had to lose their life the way they did. And it sucks that that decision had to be made. And I feel for the man that was behind the trigger of that ammunition, but that missile, whatever you call that. I feel for the person that had to make that decision. The reality of this, it shouldn't have made it as far as it did. That exposes cracks and flaws in our defense system that hopefully aren't there anymore. Oh, my mind is racing about 9/11. I'm thinking about some pictures I saw that I don't know how they exist and they don't make sense. Now my mind is literally racing about it. I've got to tell myself I don't want to know. It's best I not know. There's a reason I don't want to know. You know. Yes,
What you
sir.
doing?
Cooking these a little longer and
Or
then
are
going
they?
outside. Oh, I need to eat my chemicals in the edged potatoes, red potatoes, peppers, and onions. Supposed to be air fried. I don't have
I
any air
found out what I
fryer.
want to do next time I get like an actual haircut.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Shave it all off.
Go on a nap and put in your picture and see what you look like with a shaved head. I'm okay with that, but do that first. I want you to make sure that's what you want.
Not
because-
anytime soon, but like in a few.
Well, I'm just saying,
like
because
a
it-
year.
You know how long it would take for it to grow back, so just make sure you put yourself in one of those apps and
Not anytime soon. I want to go.
you have the technology to do that, so use it. I wish I had
Later.
that technology when I was
later, ball.
when I was that age.
Like year or two, I want to.
What did I do with my tea? Did I leave my tea in the car?
I saw a tea in your Dollar General bag.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, what did I do with that? What did I guess it's in the kitchen. I'm just retarded. We know this. Damn, I'm not happy with this hose that I bought from Walmart. It was supposed to be a much thicker hose. I may return this bitch. Oh. This is supposed to be a much thicker hose. Thank you. I got hose in every zip code. Thanks. I appreciate you. I don't.
Crystal for the things for the things.
No, because I'm angry about it. I'm too angry to do that. I'm afraid I'll say something I can't take back. Like, your daughter's a fucking klepto and I'm tired of her
What's
stealing my
klepto?
shit.
Like Klepto-Bismol?
No, klepto, I told you somebody's addicted to stealing. What else am I looking for? I don't remember. Oh, I need the broom. It's in your bathroom. Alright, I don't remember.
Stop getting in Link's way.
Blake, oh my god. Are you doing your floor is not completely done? I still need texting done for some other pieces in there, but almost completely done.
Wait, there's something that like I want to show you something like if you can fix it, you can kind of fix it. Here's the way. How the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Nice. We're gonna go. Oh yeah. That's your what? What? Yeah. The speaker. It's in there. What?
What was that?
What?
That sound. What did you just say? It's weird. Did I leave my phone? God damn it. Now I don't know where I set my phone down
The
at.
phone's right there.
Where?
On the thing.
Shut up. Is it in there? For real?
It's on the thing.
Oh no, what's burning? Oh, fuck. Oh, here's my phone. Ha. Oh, Mama likes the phone. Brutal. Brutal Mafia. Pink Poodle Mafia in the house. I'm innocent. Mama, I love you. Pink Poodle Mafia holding it down. I'm working on my impression of that. Are you feeling a water in your swimming pool, babe? Am I feeling a water in my swimming pool? I'm gonna be. I'm actually gonna kill the screen here shortly. Sorry. Listen to me ramble. Listen to me talk craziness. No fucking way. Sorry, hold on. This does not make sense. One for that price? Impossible. I gotta go to Walmart.com and make some returns and inquiries for sure. What? Okay, this is it. Sarah, it's okay to buy groceries from Walmart.com because you know what the food's going to be. When you need to buy other things, you need to physically see them, not read dimensions and have an accurate idea of what they end up manifesting as. Love you guys.